Oh, why, guys? I think a lot know about old history. I think a lot. You guys back. This is Mario. After what? After Mario, like this is my Super Mario. About Super Mario. There's still like this. And this all the puppies. All my songs. All my songs about you named your Mario. And there's a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of things about still fighting. There's all the fighting. All the necessities. And the one beyond all the way. All the next one. All the down. You don't know a lot. Screaming and hollering. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Hello. It's me, Mario. I am Mario. But I would like you to show me, young man. I think a lot now that you think a lot know. Yeah, I think a lot now. Oh, what? Let's join now. Ah! You gotta make it John. No, let's be Of course I will. You hear me? The weapon turn off. No, don't ever turn off. Yeah, I got your corner. What told you to do it? Don't worry about it. Schedule. Make it done. It's done, everybody. Hi. What you say? I told you, get a job. Yeah. Yeah. You see my body. Oh, what? This on his spot. Oh, okay. I think you're right. No, that's just so much. I want to looking at this.
Unfortunately, though, in 2004, this project was canceled and the jet train made its way back to Colorado. Since 2004, the jet train garnered some interest from other high-speed rail projects around the world, but ultimately, the train's mechanical issues, in conjunction with its inefficient gas turbine engine, rendered this locomotive inferior to other options, meaning that it would stay stored in Pueblo. To this day, only one jet train prototype was ever made, and it remains stored at the Transportation Technology Center. As for the future of this locomotive, its technology is far too outdated to be used in any revenue service, so it'll most likely end up being scrapped or sold to a museum. Hopefully, if the latter is what happens, the jet train will be restored and put on display as a symbol of a time when high-speed rail was a relatively new idea to Americans, and electrification was yet to be deemed the best way of powering high-speed rail. Number 2. Cummins HPL 4200.
Can I
In
add?
1999, Union Pacific took delivery of 62 EMD ST90 Max-H2 locomotives, planning to use these 6,000 horsepower monsters on their heaviest trains. Unfortunately, though, after only a few years of service, their high horsepower, or H engines, began to suffer major mechanical failures, resulting in Union Pacific selling 40 of these locomotives back to their manufacturer only about 5 years after their delivery. Of these 40, most were scrapped, but locomotive number 8559
Let's go outside. This is gonna be Oh yeah.
this locomotive was sent back to Washington and Pennsylvania for Signet Rail Technology and Workfreight Transportation to work for a new generation of EMH time user and swapping a variety of steam ice cream.
No, way! No! Let go! You better show some home.
These 4,200 horsepower.
You're okay. I'm not following dead. He wants to behind you because because say so. Yeah. I think what time? What? What's there? That's a lie. I know about Okay, let's go ahead and talk about Amtrak, LEC 42 about the match like LEC 42 about Charger locomotive. Part 1. Amtrak. Amtrak about the pull on the Amtrak, LSC 42 about one in Charger. Remember, just about everything like that. This is her life. This is a warning. This is my side. Inside. We got to be hard. We're about to wait for a captain. What? What did you captain? What did they think she's doing? How did they get a lot of money? I did they get a lot of money. He was still there. I'm going to make a time. I tell me. I'll take a lot of it. But the Super Mario, but the Mario, but the Mario, it's a lot. Because about Super Mario talking about Nintendo. See, Nintendo score. See, Nintendo score.
Honorable mention, EMD The EMD general purpose series of locomotives has given us such
The MD, as I said, Myers, wants Myers, wants line. Okay, or just be a line. You can look at train.
At six axons began to outsell them. The last GP series locomotive ever built by EMD was the GP60M, the last of which rolled off the assembly line in 1996. While for many, the general purpose series story would end here, for EMD it didn't. In 1992, EMD debuted the new ST70 locomotive, which was an evolution of their special duty six-axle locomotive series. While they knew these six-axle engines would sell, they also planned to build a four-axle variant known as the GP70. While never ever built, according to many, EMD was prepared to build this locomotive, but it never happened. Number 1. EMD GM6C and GM10B. The General Motors Electromotive Division GM6C and GM10B are widely considered to be the weirdest locomotives ever built for North America, but they're completely emblematic of their time period. Thanks to OPEC's oil embargo of 19...
Take a lot now. Oh yeah. I take a lot too before now. I love you, live you. Stop it, So you gotta make it good choice. You gotta make good choices, huh? All you do is just around here this long day. So, for a live here, you can stop by every Thursday morning, 5 a.m. Pacific Star for all new Royal Beach Swords. Watch our YouTube channel. I want things to know my old my he wants all my own self. So, second part. This is gonna make a part. The second part
the environment, development of electric freight locomotives was ended for the most part, ending in the unfortunate scrapping of the GM6C and GM10B in the 1980s.
Hello,
In 1983,
this is gonna make it only characters. Of course I am. Wow. Well,
Well, the test bed locomotives they were based on were scrapped before they were even built. The GF6Cs proved reliable, operating for almost 30 years until their retirement in 2000. While 6 were scrapped, fortunately 1 EMD electric was preserved, and it remains preserved by the Railway and Forestry Museum of Prince George, British Columbia, where apparently it's still operable, provided with electricity. While EMD's electrics were generally considered to be a failure due to their poor timing, that doesn't mean that they aren't significant. As climate change continues to be a more pressing issue, North American freight...
That's my own, that's about myself. Oh yeah.
But one key commonality between all of them is their significance and the development of modern rail technology.
That's what I gotta make songs. If it makes sense, if it joins this video, click a like, Click a lot, click a like button and check the Gmail notification. Stop by every Thursday morning, 5 a.m. Pacific Star for all new War episodes. Watch your YouTube channel. That's it for now. Until next time, I'm a JennySpark. I'll see you next week.
The HPL 4200 AC was the first locomotive ever to use a Cummins QSK95, a prime mover which is considered by many to be the best low-emissions diesel engine around. And finally, the EMD electric twins will be used in the future as an example of how electrified freight trains work. Overall, I believe that all these locomotives may
Hurry! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, I gotta let my hands up again! She's on! Yeah! I'm watching. I am watching. Oh, yeah! That's gonna be better. That's the mom and dad that wait for about to wait for Family Guy. That's for all my family. Listen up, Family Guy, you know, all of my seconds on the court, no consequences. And this is all with a shop shop. And with, we're about to, with, with comment, with comments section. And so, a second line, make all questions. And there's a lot, and there's a lot of stuff. Okay. It's stuck. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking like the mom and dad to go violate. Why does it stop up? Why get the motherfucking ass motherfucking job? How dare you blame over Mario? That's not okay. Yeah, you see. You gotta make a bad boy. Sit. You make sit down. You are beg your question. I told you how many times. Okay, let's get watching the puppy game. Puppy game. Let's turn off. I think a lot. I feel a lot. I think a lot of that. Anyway, guys, the thing is you guys, thank you. I think a lot, and this is mom and dad. You're with all family. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is mine. Oh. Ready? Set. Yeah! Ah! No! Oh my god! Ah!
Hello everybody, welcome to this
So, if you want something, hey Tom!
Wait a second. The Tennessee for America. You like race?
It's Minecraft!
First, they put on America. Because we have a burger. That's why. At least have a follow direction. Oh no!
No, my clear for me! Man.
Oh God!
I'm about to end this shit.
Oh no! You don't talk to me, big man! Oh God! Ooh, what kind of